Hey people, so we've done farming versus Baby Yeti fishing, but this time we're doing farming versus flipping. Mainly AH flipping, not as much bizarre flipping. Farming requires about 3 hours to make one layer of sugarcane farm. Farming requires about 1.5 to 2 hours to make a sugarcane layer, and that's quite a long time in my opinion. And it also requires quite a bit of amount of coins to be able to afford a good hoe. And you need a good hoe to actually make money and elephant pet and other stuff. But once you got all that out of the way, you can make upwards of 3 million plus per hour, which is really good. And considering how it's a brain dead skill, it is perfect. It is pretty nice because you just sit there and you have a video and you just hold down 3 buttons and you're earning money. Flipping, on the other hand, can earn a lot more money. You can make 40 million coins plus in one flip, but it takes time to sell, and it's definitely not anything close to brain dead. You need to be fully paying attention the whole time, and even when you're just putting something to sell, you need to actively be there. Like for book flipping, you need to actively be there waiting to see if somebody undercuts you and if you have to undercut them or if you just wait. But once it does sell, flipping can be an overpowered money making method and can make you a ton of coins. So now let's go to them in more depth. So farming, it levels up a good skill that you're going to need in the future. It's one of the main things that people do to grind to Hyperion or something like that. Personally, I know somebody who has done a lot of farming, and that's how they got part of their 300 million coins. As I said earlier, it's brain dead, which is pretty nice, and how much it contributes to your skill average is pretty good too. And you can also just do this at any time. Unlike flipping, you can't do it. It's not like you only can do it when prices are at a certain amount or else stop profit, such as with book flipping. Right now book flipping will be good, but one time it dropped really low to 2.3 mil and then it was dead. Now onto flipping. Don't get me wrong, flipping is great. It requires much more attention. Also doesn't level up a skill, but gives you another very valuable skill that is pretty much as important as farming. Even though it doesn't contribute to your skill average, the skill of flipping can also be one of the main things that leads you to your Hyperion. And flipping is so great because there's so many options to choose from. You can always do so many different flips or so many different things. There are a lot of things to flip. Basically anything is flippable, from grass to Hyperions. In the beginning, if you don't have enough money to start flipping, kind of like farming, you won't make much money from it, as you really need to have some starting money, at least like a few million coins to start flipping and earn much more. So which one is better? I think this time farming is going to be the victor, as the fact that it's brain dead and doesn't require skill and just whittles you out is not apparent in the skill of flipping. After flipping for an hour, I've usually made 5 to 7 million coins, which is quite a lot for me, and that's really good. Then after that hour, I'm done. Like, no. But for farming, I can farm for like 3 hours, or as long as I really want, because it's perfectly fine. It's literally just like watching a YouTube video, except for you're holding a few buttons and making money in your favorite game. One thing I do like about flipping though is that it requires much less starting cash, so you're going to have to flip to farm. That's basically it. And if you are a richer person, flipping is actually better. But it's good to always do a balance of both of them. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more daily uploads.